When floodwater surged down the mountains surrounding Boulder, Colorado in September 2013, they ripped trees out of the ground and moved massive rocks like they were small pebbles. Those historic floodwaters devastated communities along Colorado's Front Range. They also caused extensive damage across the city of Boulder's public landscapes, which are safeguarded and maintained by the Open Space and Mountain Parks Department. When the flooding subsided and a damage assessment began, it was apparent that the vast majority of Boulder's trails were battered by the 2013 September floods. Few trails, however, sustained as much damage as Royal Arch, which is one of Open Space and Mountain Park's most popular trails.
When we first saw it, we recognized that a good portion, like 30, 40 feet of the trail, just washed away. It washed down the hill. It was gone. There was nothing left. There was no way to support a trail there at all.
Unfortunately, the location where floodwaters carved out a section of the Royal Arch Trail is also an important climbing access point. So the City of Boulder's Open Space and Mountain Parks Department reached out to Boulder's climbing community for their input in rebuilding the trail.
A lot of us came up and looked at it and had different ideas on what it would take to fix it, and very, very difficult problem to solve.
That began a months-long partnership between local climbers and the Open Space and Mountain Parks Department.
Royal Arch Trail is one of the most iconic historic trails in the Boulder area, and so I think there was a lot of disappointment around the community that it was closed, and I think many people didn't understand really how badly it was damaged and how difficult the fix was.
With the input of other local citizens and the Open Space Board of Trustees, a plan was developed to reopen the popular trail. And what Boulder area climbers, the Open Space and Mountain Parks Department, and our community came up with was a trail reroute around the damaged section of trail. To help the City of Boulder construct the new Royal Arch Trail reroute, Open Space and Mountain Parks hired the Front Range Climbing Stewards. That trail building group is a partnership between two Boulder-based nonprofits, the Boulder Climbing Community and the Access Fund. In mid-August, they began building the reroute around the Royal Arch Trail Gap.
Essentially what they're doing is creating a trail up on the ridge above the old trail. We know that whatever we put in, we're going to likely live with for a long, long time, hundreds of years perhaps, and so we wanted to do it right.
As the Front Range Climbing Stewards construct the new trail reroute, Open Space and Mountain Parks crews are working to improve and repair several damaged sections of the Royal Arch Trail.
It's really been positive collaborating with OSMP, and I think this is such an important part of the future to have citizen groups, recreational user groups like climbers, to be able to have very real partnerships like this.
With the help of dozens of volunteers, the Front Range Climbing Stewards and Open Space and Mountain Parks trail crews have made large strides in rebuilding the Royal Arch Trail. If the weather doesn't complicate the rebuilding efforts, the Royal Arch Trail should be reopened in mid-November.
Today's volunteer events had a great turnout, perfect day, so we just really are excited about getting this wrapped up and getting this trail open back up again.